and jumping and being crazy, you know.
You still getting a lot of rain there and where you're at, Jess?
No, but the other night, yeah, I didn't even realize it was raining. It was flooding like maybe 30 miles from here.
Huh.
And yeah, I was like out eating dinner, talking to you, doing a podcast a little bit later. Yeah. Brad, we got Brad on the line.
Oh yeah, what happened there? Now you were supposed to hit me back. Dude.
I know. I
you know what? I couldn't have did it anyways because it started getting busy. It would have worked out.
Yeah, I told him that. Matt's all like, "Oh, no, I'm just kidding."
I did not do that.
Brad Beatz.
Yeah, we hadn't talked to Brad in like a while, so we just started talking about the old times, you know, as usual.
Yeah.
It would be good though if we all get on there. I think we could talk about Disney because he's like a Disney fanatic, you know.
Yeah.
And we started talking about Disney, me and you, when we were, you know, like Anaheim and all that, and Disneyland.
Yeah, that's the OG. So I don't know if it would have the same feel if I went to Florida and went to Disney World. You know what I mean? I don't know, man.
I mean, it's got a lot of similar rides and everything.
Yeah, no, it's got it all, but I don't know, man. The original castle's here, the original everything.
Dude, I went one year, and it was like the 50th anniversary or something like, or 75th, I forget. And to Disney World, and they turned the whole castle like pink. They put like this pink shit on it.
Yep.
I just remember, man, I was like, it kind of bothered me because I like the old.
Are you sure it wasn't just the lighting? Because they can change the lights on the castle and make it look blue.
No, they put like this facade on it, you know, it's like this weird bubbly kind of like pink crap.
Oh.
And I might.
Interesting.
I might cut out here. I'm not sure. I'm going outside to walk the dog, but I'll come back in.
Doggy dog. Roaming the Tennessee streets.
Oh.
Jesse, straight from Batavia, he's roaming the Tennessee streets now. I think it's a fit for you, Jess. You're in Music City, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's
his inner hillbilly.
Huh?
It's his inner hillbilly.
Well, that's what I'm No. I mean, come on, man.
Come on, man. Why? So what's going on, Serge? How you been, man?
Good, man. Just living, brother.
Doing the grind.
Doing the grind. Got two things going on. Got doing my transportation and then transitioning into the real estate. I'm still doing my little side, flipping, flipping shit. So, I'm trying to balance it all out, man. It's kind of, it's a transition, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's cool because I like doing all of it. I'm not, working the Napa Valley's kind of cool. It's a whole. It's a good feel. It's cool out there, man. I wouldn't want to live there though.
Yeah.
I think I wouldn't enjoy it like when I go to work. I'm like, because it's got just it's got some pretty rad views, man. Like pretty. Whoa. I see a lot of killer, But yeah, I think if I lived there, I wouldn't like it. And I mean, people are like, aim to live there.
Yeah.
I'm good where I'm at, man. I like the area I'm at. I'm in a pretty hip kind of country feel, foresty. I like it. I think it's a fit for me.
Yeah, and from all the pictures, from what I've seen.
Yeah. I try to put it
cool.
out there for you guys so you guys can see exactly where and you know what? Exactly what you see is exactly how the vibe is.
Yeah.
If I'm on it and you guys are seeing it, boom, that's what it was. I like
it out there.
So people can like or so people can hate because there's haters.
There's a lot of good food out there too.
there's a lot of good food. It's because it's all local, man. It's
well, you know, I've noticed here there's not like that much good food. You know, or maybe I just haven't been here long enough.
Oh, where you're at?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I mean, I'm sure if I get out and around, I might find some things. But California is more open to that kind of lifestyle.
Not all though. Not all California.
No.
For some reason, this area is really about farm to table, local source, keeping it organic. The 1%ers. You know? Yeah. It's just this little area, you know. The most, you know, and then the rest is corporate.
Yeah, I had some good food while I was out that way.
Yeah, it's always pretty fresh, man. Everything's pretty fucking fresh.
They got Cracker Barrel here.
That ain't the same.
I know.
Yeah.
So yeah, you were telling me about that big ass steak, man. That sounded good the other night.
Oh, the tomahawk?
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt's got it. My buddy chef, his name is Matt too. He's at the Blue Ridge. He's got this restaurant right here at the Barlow District. It's all like a market, open market, about 100-acre open market, like, you know, like restaurants and breweries, wine tasting. So, yeah, he owns this. He opened during the pandemic. Him and a few investors, and he's a master chef. He's pretty badass. But yeah, his theme is Blue Ridge, so it's southern. He's got this. The main dish is a fried chicken, like you've never had, bro. Man, he said he did the recipe 100 times before he got it right. Where he said, okay, this is it. This is what's going to be on the menu. Wow. Yeah, but then he's got this tomahawk steak. It's like $125. Dude, it feeds like 4 or 5 people. It's fucking huge. I've never gotten it. But we're going to have to, if you guys ever come out here, we're definitely getting it.
Good with some horseradish on the side.
Hell yeah.
From Beatz?
Yeah, oh man.
Oh shit.
That would be good, just a little dab.
Right? Yeah. I don't eat much red meat anymore. Yeah. So a nice steak every now and then, I'm definitely down for, man. Dude, I ate so much red meat back in the days, bro. Tacos, burgers. I don't need any more red meat.
Yeah,
but
every now and then, last couple of days I've been eating fish just to kind of get away from the meat.
It digests faster. Chicken and all that. Steak's red meat's just gonna lounge around. They say we got like 12 pounds of undigested red meat in each person in the fucking gut.
Yeah, I bet you I do.
Well, that's just the average person. So imagine somebody that eats red meat all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some.
Contributing to a lot of colon cancer and a lot of fucking health problems. I mean, I guess it's all lifestyle too. I guess if you exercise and you drink water and shit, I think you'd be all right. But somebody that's just gonna eat a burger every day, I don't think.
Well, I got some fresh ahi from Costco, and it was pretty good. I made some tacos last night, fish tacos with the ahi, and I took like butter and I took like this Mexican seasoning and I cooked it. Like I kind of seared both sides of it and then realized I didn't want it to be that raw, so I sliced it and then cooked the sides so it got cooked all the way through. And then I broke it up and I put it in these taco shells with, cilantro and onion, tomato, avocado, sour cream. Yeah, dude. Some lime. They were good.
Sydney just brought home some tomatoes that one of her coworkers gave her. Like, dude, all organic. Fucking, I swear, dude, the freshest tomato. We had some tonight. I was like, damn. I'm like, wow. Dude, they were good. Yeah, damn. It was like fresh, like as it gets. This wasn't one you buy from the store. I was like, whoa. These are fucking good.
Yeah, they got good flavor when you grow them. I don't know
what he's using as fertilizer or whatever, but them fucking, I was like, wow, this is fresh. Fresh.
Yeah, I actually grew this tomato one time. I'm going to brag about my tomato growing skills.
Do it.
Is this in Hawaii or where?
Yeah, I planted them around the yard and like I'd hand water them,
Yeah.
but they would like dry out because I didn't always get to them. It was kind of like a high desert where I lived, kind of dry.
Yeah.
And anyways, I had all these different plants, and I had like the Cherokee purples. And I was telling Matt about these doctors that used to work for Pfizer. Like they started growing tomatoes in their retirement years, but they were very experimental about like their record keeping and like everything they did. It was very like scientific. And they grew these giant tomato plants, and they would keep track of like how many pounds these produced. And these things were like 9 feet tall. They were like they call them Goliath. They're these giant, and they have a stalk that's like 3 inches around. You know what I'm saying? Big ass tomato plant, and they grow them.
And tomatoes.
And I would buy tomatoes from them. And
how big are they?
They're big. They're like, that's why they call them Goliath too, because tomatoes are big. They're like, as big as they get. Really, they're pretty freaking big tomatoes. But they're perfectly red and round, and supposedly they're an heirloom variety. But anyways, I was growing these Cherokee purples, and like
Cherokee purples.
Yeah, I grew this one, dude.
Hey, babe, on my plate.
But it only produced one tomato, like the plant, right? And they're producing like hundreds of pounds of tomatoes off like each plant. And my plant in my house produces one tomato, right? And they came over one day, and they'd always bring these tomatoes with them. They grew a couple varieties, like some yellow ones and orange ones. But pretty standard, just two, 3 varieties maybe. And that's what they were used to growing. And then I cut up, I was like, hey, try this tomato I grew. I was like, I only got one, but it's good. I was like, you got to taste this thing. We cut it open, they ate it, and they're just like dumbfounded at like the flavor. Like they couldn't believe how delicious this tomato was. And, cause they thought you could just grow like a giant plant with a bunch of tomatoes and like get great taste too, but they didn't realize that like just because my plant produced one tomato, and it dried out a lot, like it gets sweeter, like the less water in the fruit, the sweeter it is. Because if it's got too much water, then it's kind of watered down, So if you grow it like in lean water conditions, it gets more sugars in it. And anyways, they're just like, oh my God. So then they went out in the next year, they bought all these new heirloom seeds and like the Cherokee purples and like everything that I had, and they tried to grow them, and they're like big ass garden area. And like seriously, you go out with a checklist and like mark off like the weight of like all the tomatoes, how many there were. I mean, just like a weird scientist would, And, but yeah, it was funny because they were just like, oh my God. They're like, that was the best tomato I've ever tasted. And I was like, yeah, see? It's like, I didn't even have to keep track of anything. I just did it.
Gee.
I was just bragging about my one tomato, But seriously, we bought probably like 1,000 pounds of tomatoes from them easy that year. Because we would resell them,
I think I eat more tomatoes now than I've ever had in my life, and I'm not bullshit. Not that I eat like, but I eat tomatoes daily.
Yeah, I tried to grow them because I started a bunch of plants, right? And I planted like 20, 30 plants, but I just didn't have irrigation, so they dry out. It's hard to get them to really be vigorous. And
I grew my first marijuana grow, my first grow last year.
Yeah, how'd that go?
I got there was 3 plants, 3 clones. I got probably like an ounce out of each one. I mean, not bad for a first time. It was just all outdoor organic. Shit was, I still got some of this.
Was
awesome.
I
got 3 out there this year that I put down in June, and they'll be done here next month, or like the end of, they'll be done like October, and they're looking. I'd show you, they're right here in the front, right? But there's no light up. I don't think you're going to see it. But they're.
If you got a flashlight.
Well, I'll just send you pictures right now. I took pictures earlier.
Oh, okay.
You guys there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. How do I bounce a photo to both of you?
I don't know.
I don't know.